A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant political event, President Donald Trump signed the One Big Beautiful Bill Act into law on July 4th, coinciding with America's Independence Day. The ceremony, held at the White House during a military family picnic, was marked by a dramatic flyover of B-2 Spirit bombers and F-35 fighter jets, symbolizing both military strength and national pride. Trump, flanked by key Republican leaders including House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senator Lindsey Graham, hailed the bill as the most popular bill ever signed in the history of our country. He emphasized that this legislation would propel the U.S. economy to unprecedented heights, dubbing it a rocket ship for economic growth. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act is a culmination of weeks of intense negotiations within the Republican Party and between the House and Senate. It encompasses a range of significant changes to tax policy, immigration enforcement, and social programs. One of the centerpiece provisions is the permanent extension of the lower individual income tax rates established in the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Without this action, millions of households would have faced increased tax burdens starting in 2026. Additionally, the bill raises the child tax credit from $2,000 to $2,200 per child, a move aimed at benefiting families across the nation. Other tax cuts include deductions for tips, overtime pay, and auto loans, which are expected to provide financial relief to many American workers. However, these benefits come with income limits phasing out for higher earners. On the immigration front, the legislation allocates a staggering $150 billion to bolster immigration enforcement, including nearly $30 billion for Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, and significant funding for the construction of the U.S.-Mexico border wall. Critics argue that this aggressive approach to immigration will disproportionately affect low-income communities and those seeking asylum. The bill also addresses defense spending, with $157 billion earmarked for military enhancements, including maritime capabilities and missile defense projects. This allocation underscores the administration's commitment to maintaining a strong military presence globally. In a controversial move, the legislation cuts several clean energy tax credits established under the Inflation Reduction Act, signaling a shift away from renewable energy investments. This has raised concerns among environmental advocates who fear it could hinder progress towards sustainable energy solutions. Moreover, the bill imposes stricter requirements on Medicaid, including an 80-hour monthly work requirement for able-bodied adults, which critics warn could jeopardize healthcare access for vulnerable populations. The legislation also introduces new financial responsibilities for states regarding the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, further complicating the social safety net. As the bill passed through Congress with a narrow margin, it faced staunch opposition from Democrats, who labeled it a dark day for American democracy. They argue that the bill primarily benefits the wealthy while placing a heavier burden on low-income earners. The final vote in the House was 218 to 214, with only 2 Republican representatives voting against it. In a preemptive response to dissent within his party, Trump expressed disappointment in the 2 Republicans who opposed the bill, hinting at potential primary challenges for those who diverged from party lines. This reflects the heightened political tensions as Trump approaches the 2024 presidential election. As the nation reflects on this transformative piece of legislation, the implications of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act will likely resonate through the economic and social fabric of the country for years to come. Supporters herald it as a historic victory for economic growth, while opponents caution that it could exacerbate inequality and undermine social welfare programs. As America moves forward, the debate surrounding this legislation will undoubtedly shape the political landscape in the lead-up to the next election cycle. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.